Hey everybody, Lysorn here. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, so I'm trying my hand at a game that's new to me. Apparently this game has been out for, I don't know, at least a year, because when I look at some of the other players, one of them says hasn't played for a year, so game's at least a year old, but it's new to me. According to Google Play Games, I'm about maybe 12 hours into this thing. It's kind of fun just kind of playing along and learning, and there's still a few mechanics of the game that I have not unlocked, and I wish I could figure out how to turn off those notifications while I'm attempting to record. I'll have to look into that. I did update my recording software and my tablet so that when I tap on stuff, you can actually see my taps. You're going to see like a little, I don't know, little dot. If I click on Destia here. So anyway, I'll show you my team, and then I'll get into the mechanics of the game, and then I'll do my usual ranting about current events in my life and all that stuff. For all of the 3 subscribers to my channel who actually give a damn. So anyway, if you're new, if you're like the one new person to this channel, this is not monetized, so you get what you pay for. I tell you what, there's some channels that I follow, and they are monetized. And for the last month, so it's we're just entering into September 2020, and ever since early August, I've been seeing political ads for my state senator who's coming up for re-election. So obviously they're tracking where I'm coming from, and it's irritating. It's like the same 2 or 3 ads, and every video that I watch, that one of those ads will show up at least once, if not twice, and it's the same kind of nasally, finger wagging female voice that's very common in political ads. Senator Johnny Ernst is from Iowa, and used to be a farmer. And then her opponent, about a week or 2 ago, started airing ads to fight back. And she's like, no, I'm from a farming family. It's like, I don't care. I just don't care. Uh, you know, yeah. So anyway, I care about the grander scheme of things. Is, who are they going to pick for the speaker of the or leader of the Senate? Is it going to be Schumer, or is it going to be McTurtle, who I despise? But I despise Schumer even more. I could get into my political stuff, but let's go into my team. So let me first show my team here. Okay, so right now I've got essentially 3 free players, or 3 free characters, and then a character I got when you first start the game. You get a bunch of free rolls, and it's one of these. It's a very interesting mechanic where you get like, I don't know, it's like a lot of rolls, and you can pick one that you like, and if you don't like that, then you can skip it and go to the next roll. But you got to pick one, because if you get to the end and you don't get a good character, you're stuck with that last roll. So I got where is she? I got Destina, if I'm saying her name right. So she was my first 5-star character, and I like her because she's especially good in PvP, but even in PvE, which is what I primarily do right now in this game. And I'm not a big PvPer. I prefer PvE, just kind of doing my own thing. So she has a basic attack which heals another team member, whoever has the lowest health. And this one also, she has a health, but this is her best skill here. She basically heals the entire team and debuffs. She clears any debuff that is on the team, and that's a really useful skill, especially when you start going against higher enemies. Let's see, you can... What do we do here? We go details. How do I do this? We can do... I'm still trying to memorize the mechanics and all that, but there's a way. There you go. So if you're watching this on your phone or your tablet, just tilt it and you can see her animation. So they are apparently using Live 2D for, you know, most of their animations. But when I'll show you combat, and they actually have animations for their special attacks that they do, which is kind of cool. Apparently, this game is based off of an anime. I've never seen it. It's not on. I subscribe to Crunchyroll, and last time I logged into it, I didn't see it there. But it's been a few weeks, so I'll have to go back. Raz is your starting hero, so he's the protagonist of the story. He's in just about every cutscene that you have. As far as I can tell, you really can't get rid of him. So, but he's actually pretty good for a protagonist. Mostly in other games I play, the protagonist is weak. But this one, you know, he's okay. You know, he's got... his class is Knight, but he's really not tanky. He's more of like a... If I were to equate him to another game, it would be offensive tanker. So when I view the statistics after each combat, he's not taking a lot of damage for the other team members. Even though, if I were to go back into the team thing, down here it says team leader will receive damage more frequently, and he is the team leader. He's in this spot right here. But you know, in the battles that I'm in right now, it's not working out that way. My best character is another free one, and it's again, I may butcher her name, Tieria, and she's a free character that you get after you complete certain number of quests or certain quests. And here she is, and she's bouncy. So that's kind of nice. But she is actually, she tends to be my biggest damage dealer now. Now, part of it is that she is actually very good just from the standpoint that once you pick her up, it starts a quest series. In fact, I might even be able to show you. And the quest series that she has actually teaches you how to play the game. Where is it? This one right here. So this is her quest series, and as you go along, it teaches you how to do things, and as you do things, it gives you rewards, and then the reward you get sets you up to do the next thing. So the rewards that I got awarded me her artifact, and they actually then give you like 4 or 5 more artifacts so you can max it out, and they give you more copies of her so you can max her out. The third character that I got for free is a collaboration event that's happening right now. I don't know how much longer this is going to last. I think this is just going to run for about another week, and then this event goes away. So this is a character from another anime, and I've actually seen her before as a collab in another game. She's okay. She came as a 4-star character, so I went ahead and I brought her into the team, and her best skill is where is it? I mean, she has a heal, but this one right here, she grants a barrier, and this one is actually really useful. So even though when I view the statistics at the end of a battle, and she does very little in terms of combat, she does a little bit of healing, but this thing right here, this barrier that she casts, is a big deal. Okay, did I show you all 4? Let's see, I showed you... Yeah, I showed you Raz, Tierra, Kizuna, and Dustina. So let's get into it. So let's just show how the battles go. So if you don't know what to do, just click quest over here. And if you've completed things, you can receive the rewards for those. So you get a reward for just about everything that you do in this game, which is nice. Very friendly for free-to-play characters. Free-to-play players, sorry. Then if you don't know what to do, just tap go. And it will move you to that spot. Then tap ready. And then you can pick a supporter. If somebody has a 10 over here on the right, that means that they're your friend. If they're a 5, that means they're not your friend. And you can, if you pick them up, you can try to invite them at the end of the battle. I'll pick up this person here. Now, what I like to do is, instead of where it says no memory imprint, I prefer to pick ones that have one, because that'll give a little bonus. Because when I pick a supporter, and I have 4 people in my team already, then that supporter just kind of hangs out and doesn't help. But the supporter does improve my combat rating. So let's go ahead and get started. I play right now in automatic mode, so right now my characters are leveled up a bit higher than the enemies that I'm fighting. So I can just play in automatic. Yeah, most of the girls in this game are quite bouncy, as you can see. So here, yeah, this is clearly live 2D animation. So this is not true 3D. I mean, you can't rotate the characters or anything like that. What this here, when they're running around, it does remind me of the old, like from the 1970s, the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, where like, it doesn't matter if it's Snagglepuss or Barney and Fred or any other character from a Hanna-Barbera. Let me pick up the chest. You know, just the same background kind of scrolls by while they're running. This cracks me up here. Okay, that's her barrier, and her barrier animation when she's leaping up in the air and jumps down and goofs up, cracks me up every time I see it. Alright. This is your starting Guardian. The Guardian doesn't do anything until you accumulate enough points in a battle. They're called soul points, and those points do not carry over from one quest to the next. So in this quest, the points do carry over from one battle to the next. But then once I complete this quest, move on to the next one, it all resets to 0. Oh, it's a cook. All cooks are like that. Okay, boss fight. Excuse me. So I got, down here you can see I got 15. So if this fight went on and on, then I could summon my Guardian. But it's not going to get that far. More than likely. Yeah, so this is Labor Day weekend in the United States. So I'm just kind of taking it easy. We're still, I mean, the town that I live in is not really on lockdown. The people who work in this grocery store and at the McDonald's and so on, I mean, they wear their masks. I don't. I got sick back in March. Like late March, early April, and I think I got the bug. I was basically laid up for a week. I'm not going in to get tested because I don't want to get on some list. And I don't want someone hassling me about who did you meet during that week. I don't know. That was months ago. You know. So I'm hoping that what I got sick was in fact
Congratulations.
the
You've
bug.
become stronger.
Okay, when I get to 25, I will get another copy of the AI girl, Kazuna AI. So I'll get a copy of her. Okay, so here, because I picked up a supporter that I'm not a friend with, I can send them an invite, and then they would have to go into their friends list and choose to accept me or not. So one thing I don't like about this, and I don't like this mechanic here, if you're in a quest that is continuing on a series, I don't know if you can hear it. The recording software I'm using doesn't allow me to record from the game's audio. It's recording from the speakers in my microphone. So it's basically honking at me. I don't like that. It's very irritating. All right, I'll pick this person. Select. And right now I'm just going with my strongest team. You know, when I get the higher level battles where it matters. This one is a typical Asian type game where it's rock, paper, scissors in terms of you've got fire, ice, light and dark, and so each one has a opposing element that you get a bonus against or not. So when I get to tough battles, then I'll have to, you know, create an alternate team and do it elementally. I don't know if that's the right word.
Water. Gust.
So yeah, I live in a small rural town, and you know, I can. All the stores are open. The restaurants are open. For a while they only took takeout. The McDonald's, their quote unquote dining room was closed for quite some time, and you could only get drive through. I think they might have opened that back up, but they still have like every other table is cordoned off. So, you know, we're still doing the social practice your social distancing. Finger wag, finger wag. The church I go to in the metropolitan city, about 30 minutes away from me. Unfortunately, the city council there has imposed an ordinance. Okay, so here I'm in a labyrinth. You can tap on that. And so red is where it wants you to go. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well. Okay, I can't pinch and zoom. But like the eastern path is blocked off. Blue, of course, is where I've been. So I'm going to go west. But it means that when I complete the quest, I can go back and unlock other paths. And that'll give me access to bonus quests, which is kind of a nice mechanic. Also, you notice up here, there's this smiley face. So as you are wandering through the labyrinth, that's called your morale. And it deducts from your morale as you move around. And you don't want to get it too negative, or you're going to suffer bonuses. If you get way too negative, like negative 50, you're done. It actually kicks you out and you lose the quest and you have to start over. So yeah, so city council in the metropolitan city, about 30 minutes away. So they panicked about a month ago and they opposed a mask ordinance for every place. So churches, restaurants, everything. And the only exception is that if you're in a sit-down restaurant or bar or whatever, and you're actually eating or drinking, then you can take your mask off. But otherwise, if you're coming in, you're coming out, you're placing your order, whatever, you have to have your mask on. In our church, we're at about half capacity right now. So there is a part of it is adherence to tap on these statues whenever you see them. Part of it is adherence to local guidelines, and part of it is our hierarchy is based in New Jersey, which is one of the hardest hit states in the country with the bug. And so he imposed a one-size-fits-all policy for the whole nation, which I disagree with. And so we have to wear the mask, and we are limited to, I think we were like, they raised the limit now to, we were at 75, and now we can go up to 85 people in the, what we call the nave, which is where the congregation sits. So they're live streaming the services. I can't wear the mask because I can't breathe in it because of my allergies and stuff. So I basically, the lockdown started in, I think, mid-March. I haven't been to church since, and it really bothers me. And I'm just waiting. The city ordinance that requires the mask is up for review on, I think, September 15. So we'll see what happens. Just kind of tapping through the quest here. I do like to read the text in these games, so I don't, my nephew would just click skip. He doesn't like to read the text. I want to know why I'm fighting. What am I fighting for? Okay. So this means I'm getting out of the labyrinth. And I didn't get the third reward because I didn't have a mage in the team. Again, I can go back and rebuild my team if I want to get more of these crystals. Okay, so I'm going to go back just to show you. And I'm going to pick. Now, I'm at my limit now of friends. If that person that I invited actually accepts me. It's based on my level, so I can have up to 21 friends. I'm at 20 now. Okay, so first you see it remembers where I've been. And once this battle ends, you'll see that it's coded blue on the map, so that's helpful. Okay. So now I'm at a crossroads, and I can tap on the map if I want to. So the blue, that's where I've been. So I'm going to go down this other path, east. And I'll have new battles and so on, but this will unlock a new exit, and that should unlock a path to a bonus quest.
Let's go together.
So yeah, I've been really worried sick about my job. I'm not going to disclose who I work for, but I work for a company that I have customers all over the nation. And we also have some international companies, so we have customers that, have users in Europe and in Asia. And so we are doing 24/7 support, and what I do, I specialize in upgrades for the software that I specialize in. And because of the bug, all customers and prospects are essentially holding back, and they are deferring their upgrade till, fiscal 2021, assuming that this damn lockdown is over by then. I think it's gonna end the day after the U.S. general election. Honestly, I think this is all political. The science is coming out, and this thing is has been overhyped, and it's basically been a power grab. Again, I can talk about this because my channel is not monetized. If I was monetized, I would probably be subject to a shadow ban by now. But I don't want to monetize because I only have 3 or 4 subscribers, and it's just it'd be kind of insulting to them. Okay, so let's see. We have let's see if we have a new. So you can see 100% here. So it means I've explored 100% of this labyrinth. And now a new path has been opened to me. So if a quest has letter S after it, after the number, that means it's a special bonus quest. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I continue my rant. So yeah, so all of my prospects and existing customers have basically held off on their upgrades till at least next fiscal year, and it means billable hours are not what they should be. And actually, I expected to be furloughed like 2 months ago, so I'm actually shocked and surprised that I still have a job. I don't know, maybe they're keeping me because I am very good at what I do, and when this lockdown ends and the upgrades start ramping up, then they're going to need me, and if they get rid of me, it's gonna be hard to get me back, because people with my particular skill and my very narrow specialization are very hard to come by, and we're kind of expensive. The thought that people in India can do it as efficient and as skillfully as someone like me, I'm sorry, that's a myth. I have people in India that work for me, good guys, but I can't give them this type of work. I give them very simple tasks, and even those I have to, give step-by-step instructions.
Master of all life, by your splendor.
I'm recording training videos for them. I'm giving step-by-step instructions. I give them documents with screenshots. Here's another statue. And it's just not sinking in. The guys that get their H-1B and come over here to the U.S. are the ones that get their green card and then get their citizenship. Those guys, different story. It sinks in with them, and part of it is their motivation is much greater. In India, it's a very competitive, well, before the bug hit, it was a very competitive job market. Anybody who claimed to have the skill that I have would be picked up immediately, and it's an interesting mechanic over there because let's say that you have a position that you have available, and you interview people, and they pass round 2, round 3, you get down to the final 3 candidates, you offer a job to all 3, and on the starting day, you pray that even one actually shows up. So what they do is that they're shopping around for employers because it's so competitive over there, and they will go for the employer that offers the highest salary. I don't blame them, but it makes it very hard for an employer to plan when they don't even bother to tell you, I'm sorry, I decline. They don't show up. Now that the bug is here, over in India, they're on a very, very strict lockdown. Not only are their offices closed, like ours are, but they really can't go out in public, and they're basically everybody's over there is pretty much you know, under stay-at-home orders. It's very difficult for them. I really feel bad for them. So in that environment, they're not shopping around for employers because employers aren't really hiring over there. How can you hire when you can't bring somebody in for an interview? Yeah, you could do it over Zoom, but because on my side, we're not getting the business, we're not getting billable hours. That means India isn't getting the billable hours either in my industry. All right, what do we got here? All right. So that's my rant about the bug. I am keeping busy because we do, when I'm not doing upgrades, I do managed support and I do a lot of blogging and trying to drum up whatever business I can, but I will tell you, it's a real struggle. Okay, another statue. So I'm better off than, people who own hair salons and other people who have been, locked out for months and probably have lost their businesses. So, I'm not asking for any sympathy because there are people out there that are in way, way worse shape than I am. So I can keep my home, I can pay my bills. So that part is okay. All right, what we got here? So again, it's honking at me. Okay, we're gonna get a health bonus. Oh, this guy isn't my friend. So we'll just go ahead and start. Yeah, aside from this game, I'm kind of oscillating between 3 other games. This one, because there's so many things I can do, I'm kind of spending more time on this one right now. I am doing Star Trek Fleet Command. It's a little too heavy in PvP for my taste. So I just do the missions and stuff and progress my ships and try to keep my station shielded. I'm doing another Asian game called El Chronicle. I like the story in that game and I want to play through it. There was a game I was playing that I was very interested in the story, and then I logged in the other day and checked out the news page, and it said, "Oh, we're shutting down at the end of the month." I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm done here. And the third one, it's another Asian game, and you know what? I don't remember the name of it. It's one of these things that I just play from time to time when I'm bored, it's just filler. It's kind of interesting. I may show you in my next video. Kind of reminds me of the old 16-bit games. Okay, so it says end. So I've reached the end of this little bonus quest. Okay, and so if I confirm and then finish, I'll go back to the lobby. Okay, this is not from what I just did. I had a dispatch mission running in the background. Yeah, I'll go ahead and repeat on this one. The dispatch missions are things that happen when you're offline, so you can send off some of your characters and they get experience, and it takes a few hours, but it's a nice little mechanic. This is one of the things I was talking about earlier, where you get rewarded for just about everything you do. So this here will let me level up one of my pieces of equipment. That's always a nice thing. Okay, I think I've rambled enough. So you've seen enough of this game. So I've shown you a few of the mechanics. I've ranted enough. So I'm going to end the recording, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if nothing else, this is something you can watch at night when you have insomnia.